Okay, welcome to part 2 of vectoring the face. In part 1, remember we did the face part there and the hair part here. And now we're going to move on. I guess I forgot to do the shirt part. Let's do the shirt part real quick. Okay, so remember, in order to start drawing somewhere else, we have to get the pen tool out again, and I have to create a little something. And then I can delete it. I'm sure there's a key for that. There's got to be a key for that. And then I'm going to change my color. What shirt color? How about a green shirt? And then I'm going to start clicking here. And you can click outside the artboard. That is perfectly fine. Close that up. Select this. And then I can arrange, send back, and then that obviously becomes part of that. When you go to export this, anything outside the artboard, you can have that clip so that it doesn't show up. If it really bothers you, we can come in here and scoot that up a little. You can either grab these nodes and scoot them up, or grab it as a whole. By the way, these things here are roundies, so I can grab these and it will round the entire shape. These are mostly, you see this more here, like when you're making a square and you want it to have round corners, then you can bring it in. You can make it a circle if you want. And this is a new feature in Illustrator, and it's funny because now it made rounded rectangles tool totally obsolete, so nobody ever goes over the rounded rectangles tool because you can take a regular rectangle and make it rounded. Okay, so I'm going to select this and I'm going to make it a little transparent so I can see what I'm doing again. And how about we make some eyes? For eyes, I'm just going to use the ellipse tool. I'm going to draw a circle. Take down the the outline's a little heavy, and then I want to use a white color. But you never want to use true white in any kind of design. You don't want to ever use true white or true black. I think I used true black, so we'll just pretend I didn't. But you want to use like a near white. If you really want to make your own, like closer to white, you can come in here and adjust this a little bit. The closer it gets to 255, the whiter it'll get. So you can come in here and say do like 250 by 250 by 250. And once you've got your eyeball done, you can certainly come in and pull on it. So let's just, before we do that, let's copy and paste it. There's my pasted one. I'm going to reduce it. I'm going to get rid of the outline, and I'm going to put the fill in as black, and then move it back over here, and there's my eye. So you don't get the variable line widths or anything like that. I mean, you can work that back into a vector image, but it's not what Vector does very well. Vector does sharp, precise continually volumetric lines and shapes extremely well. It does not do, you know, kind of sketchy fun drawings. It can, but it doesn't do it well. Alright, so now I have both of those selected at the same time, so I can kind of make adjustments to this. I think this eye was a little squishier. And if you hold down I can kind of, if I grab the other tool, ink, I can kind of grab that and then at least make it so it's not so perfectly round. And I'll do the same with this. And I can even catch the point on this a little bit. I'm worried about stuff. No, I'm angry. I'm going to make it a little worried. There you go. And do this one too. And those are already on top. So what do we have left to do? We need to do a chin object. And the nose and stuff. So we can do the nose in several different ways. Right? I can grab the pen tool and make it a black shape. And I can come in here and create a bigger shape like that, right? And get rid of the stroke on it. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And I can make all of the corners rounded a little bit. And that'll save me a little time when I go in and grab the vectors. Keep grabbing the face. Anything you want to lock out, you just come over here and find it. Like that, there's the big orange one. I can lock that out, so now I can't grab that one. So I want to grab marquee grab. And you can see I'm kind of just working this stuff to make it match. So that's, you can kind of see I'm just noodling, trying to make this shape match the underneath shape. And I kind of like the weirdness of that factory bit. But the other way to do it is to use the paintbrush tool. And I don't know what mine's set to. Let's see, I'll just draw with it. Go back to properties and Did I let go? There we go. And I can increase the pointage on it. So the problem with that tool is that it looks like it doesn't have as nice of sharp edges and stuff like this, and you can't get them because it's just an outline. Well, maybe can I do fill with that? Yeah. No. So I can also use the brush tool if I make this a little bigger. Click off of that to come across my chin. Well, I'm using a mouse, so it's hard to make that work. And you can do stuff like this. So you don't get the thick thins when you do this, but you can get a little bit of the lineage. But if you want a thick thin, you have to use a vector shape, the pen tool, like in order to get this. I can't see it. Anchor. Just like that, and then we want to fill, and we don't want thing line. Grab this. This. There you go. Grab the anchor tool again. Honestly, I really enjoy these shapes much more than these shapes. I think these shapes are way easier to create, but these kind of shapes are way more fun to look at. I'll do one more. Alright, what else do I need to do on this thing? What else? I need to, let's go in here and unlock that. Select that. Now I go back to properties and make that 100%. Yay, look, it's me. And what about the shirt? Don't I have to fix that a little bit? Get that one, right? Brush tool. Black. Cool. Okay. So that's our initial thing. Now we're going to do one more pass on this. That'll be in the next video. End of part 2.